I think that Hampton is a good school? No.
Boof, stop playing with him.
What's good? Welcome to my trap house. I'm Nairi, I run things around here. And today I'll be talking about my experience at Hampton University. So, I hate my school. I don't know where to even begin because there's just so much I can talk about. Just an abundance of things that I can just touch on. I want to make sure I say everything that I need to say and get it out and be as informative as possible. If you're an incoming freshman, you are pretty much bound to the school. You have no choice. If I said I wasn't trying to bash the school, I would be lying because I'm really not gonna say a lot of good stuff in this video and I don't want to come across like negative, but this is literally my experience at this school and I just want to put it out there. I feel like there are some things that can be worked on. My experience might be different from yours, your experience might be different from the next person's. At the end of the day, this is what I've experienced. I dislike my school. I don't like it. I made the wrong college decision for me, myself, and I personally. I just don't see myself as a Hamptonian per se. I just see myself more as Nairi. Like I'm not about to do the whole Hampton intro thing because that's cringy and I'm not about to do all that. So I attend the illustrious Hampton University and I the fact that I just did that. All right. I attend Hampton University and I'm going into my sophomore year. My major is music, more specifically audio production, aka I want to be a producer. I'm low-key a musical genius, some slight.
I'm like, you guys know I'm like really big on music. Like, I just don't understand. Honestly, you guys, I feel like I have the best taste in music. Like, I think it's very hard to beat me in taste in music. Like, I admit that I'm not like the best at everything, but I really have a I do never pat myself on the back ever, but like I have a really good sense of music. Like I just am I don't know what it is, and I really hate bad music, and I hate people with like bad music taste.
I've noticed that whenever anyone asks me, so why did you choose Hampton? I noticed that I really can't answer that question. I really don't know because I really couldn't tell you. So I made the wrong college decision, point blank period. Let me tell you why I up by choosing Hampton University. So after my first year at Hampton, I can say that my experience has been rather bad. I was gonna say terrible, but I didn't want to like over exaggerate, even though I wouldn't be over exaggerating. It was bad, like really bad, like really bad. But something that is relevant to now, and that is Hampton's response to COVID-19. Hampton, what are you doing? What were you doing? What were you doing? I want to know. It made me feel like they didn't really care about their students. I'm not going to get into like the details because this video would be like 8,000 years long, but no. That's all I have to say. Hampton really don't give about you. They don't. And I'm going to further prove that point with the topics that I discuss later on in this video. So keep watching. The first actual topic that I'm going to touch on is the hierarchy or like the faculty and staff of the school. I've had many encounters with many different types of staff or faculty or professors at Hampton. There seems to be like a common theme between them. Talk about the hierarchy of Hampton, the presidency. Mr. William R. Harvey, sir. Can we talk? Can we talk? Can we talk? There's so many things. Oh my God, there are so many things that Hampton can improve on, but Harvey is not doing it. Man has hella money. He can't update the plumbing systems. I have a bone to pick with this man. I really do. Because he literally has so much power to help this school, to make it better than what it is right now, but he's not doing that. He's not providing us with what we need. He's not. I forgot to mention this, but Another thing is the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi is unacceptable for the amount of tuition that I'm paying annually. I want us to be scholars, but how the hell am I going to turn in my homework if I can't even connect to the Wi-Fi? Make it make sense, please. This school is literally withering away. Withering away! And he's not doing anything about it. I just feel like we can complain so much, but at the end of the day, Harvey doesn't care. We don't think that he has our best interest in mind. I think he has his best interest in mind because he just wants to keep making more money. He wants to stay rich. Sir, give it up. Next case. Another thing that you will notice about Hampton faculty is that half of them, actually more than half, probably like 60% of them hate their lives. In my dorm in particular, which is Virginia Cleveland Hall, the most outdated goddamn dorm of them all, the lady on my floor who cleaned our bathrooms daily, housekeeping basically, she hated her job. Absolutely hated her job, and she took it out on us. Prime example of this is right before Corona hit, like towards the end of the school year, she wouldn't restock or refill anything in our bathroom as far as like our toilet paper or like the toilet seat covers or the soap. Like she would just let it run out and purposely not refill it just because she was mad and hated her life. We literally went a whole month without having anything restocked, and she was doing it just to be petty. She literally had no reason to be mad. It was getting to a point where I was like, do I need to talk to someone about this, because like this is getting out of hand. Occasionally you'll get someone at Hampton who actually like cares about what they're doing. One of the clean ladies that didn't even clean my floor, she was the nicest person ever. She would say good morning to you every single day. The other one, she can catch these hands, boy. She'd be like mopping the hallway, but if I had to get to my dorm, like I would have to step on the floor because, you know, I have to get to my dorm. Like I live here. She'd say something underneath her breath after I walked away, like, ma'am. I know that it's inconvenient and it's annoying to have to mop after somebody while you're mopping, but it's like, I can't help that my dorm is right here and you're mopping right here. She would close the bathroom for hours. I'm talking, it could be like 12 hours straight. She would close the bathroom, put a closed for cleaning sign because she didn't want people using the bathroom while she was cleaning it. And it's not even like any of us were like on my hall, because I'm not even about to get into the other halls. On my hall, no one was mean. No one was being disrespectful at all to this lady. She just always had a bad attitude for no reason. Another thing on the faculty and staff before I get off of this topic, there's two types of CAF workers at Hampton, and you'll learn this fast. There's the CAF worker that will literally make your day. You can be coming back from a class, found out you just failed a test, and be in the worst mood ever, and then go to the CAF and talk to one of the CAF ladies, and suddenly you're in a better mood because they're just so nice and genuine, and they like give off such a great energy, and like they're there to make your day. And then there's the type of CAF worker whose life mission is to literally make your life a living hell. CAF food, that's another topic, so we'll get into that later. Okay, so aside from the faculty and staff, which is a huge part of your experience at Hampton because they're literally everywhere, they can make or break your experience, but whatever, moving on.
And if you say I'm pressed, make sure you put D in front of it.
The grading system at Hampton is literally trash. It's trash. The grading system is like low-key complicated, so I'm not even gonna get into it a lot. It just seems like they want to see you fail, and I'm not with shits. The traditions and dress code at Hampton. It's a very traditional school. Maybe a little bit too traditional, because it's traditional to the point where we still have a dress code in college. Why do we still have a dress code in college? Why? Have y'all heard of that? Because I haven't. Why does Hampton care about what I'm wearing? It's weird. It does not make sense. They want me to act like an adult, so why can't I wear what I want to wear? Why are we still on this 1890s type thinking? It's not the 1800s anymore. It's not even the 1900s anymore. It's the 21st century. Get with the times. Why are you trying to dictate everything that I do? Why can't I just live? Why can't I be myself?
I mean, what the fuck? Can I live? Can I live? Can I fucking live?
Treat us like children, yet expect us to be responsible. But y'all are treating us like children though. And don't even get me started on that whole curfew shit, because curfew is dumb as fuck. Why does curfew exist? If you don't know, curfew is Hampton's way of trapping freshmen in their dorms, starting at 11 p.m. Sunday through Thursday and 1 a.m. on Saturdays and Fridays. I'm not exaggerating when I say that we were on lockdown. Like, we literally could not leave past 11 or 1. And you couldn't even go order food. Like, if you ordered food, then you'd have to get an RA to get it for you because they didn't trust us enough to be outside of our dorms. If you missed curfew or broke curfew, then you were at risk of getting early curfew, which meant that you had to sign in every hour on the hour starting around 7 p.m. And if you missed a time, you would have early curfew extended. I mean, who does this to college students? I don't know. Like, am I in sleepaway camp or am I in college? I didn't even have a curfew at home. I don't know what the reasoning for curfew is. They'll probably try to flip it in some way and say that it's like to try to keep us safe or some dumb shit like that, but I really don't think it's anything like that. I think it's them trying to literally control us and like trap us, and I don't like the feeling of that. I don't like it at all. We should be able to have freedom. And that's on Emancipation Oak Beach. To freedom! Curfew, it's tired. It's tired. Stop implementing that dumbass rule. Curfew in general is just a dumb idea, so I don't know why they even... Another thing that was really weird was visitation rules. Boys and girls can't be in the same dorm together, even just to visit. So that alone is just childish. It's like, why are they worried about what we do in our dorms, first of all? Am I in prison or am I in college? And then they wonder why people be acting up at the waterfront. Like, this can honestly be its own category, but I'm gonna put it under kind of like a subcategory within this topic. This school is sexist. It's rampant at Hampton. Like, this whole idea of like a Hampton woman and all that, it's weird to me. Not all of us are the same. It's clear that men get treated differently over women on Hampton's campus. I've seen it with my own eyes. During NSO week, they had an Ogden ceremony that was mandatory, which is another problem. You cannot force religion on people, but that's another topic. There's no reason that I should be walking to Ogden and then be stopped because my dress is too tight to enter Ogden. True story. This dress in particular, I made it not hoey. Like, it was a fitted bodycon dress. The dress went down to my knees. It literally touched my knees. No cleavage out, nothing. The whole Ogden attire, like, okay, I get it to an extent, but it's like, why? My dress is too tight? Are you serious? No underwear lines. Nothing was like spilling out. Nothing. Like, nothing was wrong with what I was wearing. It was perfectly fine. I guess they didn't like the fact that they could see my body shape. Hampton, do better. Another example is I went to the stew to get some food and I had a do-rag on and I didn't think anything of it because, I mean, do-rags and scarves are against the dress code. Like, why can't I wear my scarf to class? What's wrong with that? Even if it's not class, why can't I wear my scarf or do-rag or anything to the stew? Make it make sense. But one time I was wearing a do-rag and I went to the stew. I didn't think anything of it. Like, I know that they're against the dress code or whatever, but I was just like I was in my dorm. Like, I'm going out to get food real quick. Like, what is the issue? And my hair was out. Like, the do-rag was like this and my hair was out. It didn't even look like I was about to go to sleep or anything. This has happened to me twice. Some random ass dude, like, I don't even know who he is. Like, he looks like clearly he works there, but I was just like, what do you actually do? I couldn't tell. He was wearing a suit. That's all I know. This tall man wearing a suit was like, you need to take your do-rag off. And I was like, sir, no, I don't. And he was like, that's against dress code. And I was like, sir, I don't care. Underneath this do-rag, baby, this wig is not laid. So why would I be taking it off? Why would I be taking it off? No, it's not happening. Basically, he ended up giving me this whole lecture on why I shouldn't be wearing do-rags or a scarf outside of my dorm. And I was like, sir, I don't care. Kid you not? Like 5 minutes later after I get my food, I see this boy walking in. Actually, I saw two boys with a do-rag on walk past this man. He didn't say shit to them. He didn't say a word to these boys. But because I was wearing a do-rag, it was a problem. But the boys wearing the do-rag, you didn't ask them to take their do-rag off, did you? Got you, heard you. Overall, I just feel like the school just has to erase my individuality, and I don't like that, not one bit. But I digress. Moving on to the next topic. Let's talk about Hampton culture. And I'm not talking about traditions this time. I'm talking about the student body. Let's talk about true Hamptonians. One thing that I've noticed about Hampton students is that a lot of y'all are clout chasers. I mean, I hate to say it, I hope it doesn't sound ridiculous, but there's really a lot of clout fiends. It's very high school-ish to me. It's very much like popularity contests. As far as Hampton culture, there's a lot of emphasis on popularity and like being known by a lot of people. It's not hard to make genuine friends at Hampton. That's not what I'm saying at all. But you're gonna run into a lot of fake people because a lot of people care about social status and like how popular they are and who has more clout than who and who has more followers than who and who has more numbers, who has the money, who has this, who has that. Why do y'all care so much? Who cares how many people you know? Who cares if you're in the fashion show or not? Y'all care about the fashion show a little bit too much. Like, I'm so sorry. Somebody who has a little bit more popularity or clout, like, people will flock to them, like, as if they're some type of celebrity. It's weird to me because, like, y'all are still in that high school ass mindset. The girls here are very bougie or, like, prissy. It's phony to me. Do better. I love y'all, but do better. That brings me into my next topic, which is the Hampton men.
What's your favorite STD? Herpes for sure.
Yes, I gave you guys your own topic. Let's talk about it. I'm not gonna say too much because I don't think there is much I have to say. But I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this one thing only, and then I'm just gonna get off the topic completely. Next case. Well, I kind of touched on this earlier, but this next topic is Hampton itself, like the school. The school is just outdated. Can we get some renovation going on? Update every single dorm. There should not be any type of mold in our dorms. Like, why is there mold growing? Renovate the goddamn school. You can't even use the water fountains because they're from 1999 and are probably shooting out goddamn toilet water. Why? Update the water fountains. Now, this next thing is something that you're probably gonna encounter at almost any HBCU, the disorganization of this school. Hampton is very disorganized. They're all just really unorganized, I've noticed. If you're a Hampton student, it's inevitable. You are going to go through the Hampton runaround at least once. The Hampton runaround, which I'm pretty sure you can find literally any other Hampton video and they'll talk about the Hampton runaround. It seems like nobody knows anything. Why am I being sent to 10 different people and all 10 of those people are sending me back to the people I already went to? Seems like everyone's just very uninformed or misinformed. It's really annoying. When I'm looking for help, like genuine help, especially something that I need that's important, I don't want to be sent 10 different places. I also want to talk to people who I know knows what they're doing. Get it together. Another reason why I absolutely hated my time at Hampton University is because of the CAF food. The CAF is where you go to eat because we're college kids and we're broke. The CAF food is absolutely disgusting. Disgusting.
Y'all make me sick. Y'all make me...
It's gross. For the amount of tuition that I'm paying annually, Sir Harvey, I'm completely appalled. When you go to the CAF, you expect to have a guaranteed meal. CAF is not where you want to be eating. Point blank period. Not only is the food disgusting, but they're playing with your health and your safety. Hampton does not care about you because they will serve you raw meat. I've seen it. You can get all types of food poisoning, salmonella, E. coli, coronos, whatever the hell you can get from uncooked food, and they're serving uncooked food. I went some nights starving because I couldn't eat at the CAF. My final negative topic, the anti-blackness that is within these Hampton ideals. This is something that might be like, what? anti-blackness at an HBCU? Yes. The things that I'm talking about don't come off as anti-black. Like, you wouldn't be like, oh, that's definitely anti-black. There's just certain rules or like ideals that the school tries to enforce on us. It rubs me the wrong way. The school is like weirdly corrupt in like its own way. And this is like probably the only example I'm gonna give because I don't want to be sitting here talking your ear off. Like, not being able to wear your scarf or any type of head wrapping out because it's seen as unprofessional, lazy. It's in our culture. Like, that's literally our culture to wear scarves, do-rags, head wrappings of any sort. For that to just be a rule in general, it just makes it seem like they're trying to reinforce that like stereotype. Out of the things that they try to instill, Hampton tries to make us assimilate as best as possible. You can think about it and be like, they just want to see you succeed, and by assimilating, sometimes that's the best way for you to succeed. I don't think that's sending a good message to students in general, especially coming from a black school. We should be able to embrace our culture as Black people without feeling like we're going to be judged for being Black. I think that what I was trying to say with this was Hampton should be teaching us you can be unapologetically Black and still thrive and succeed off of literally just being 100% authentically you. And I think that's what the Black community needs more of, instead of conform to idealistic standards, because we've been doing that. Hampton, do better. That's my motto. Next. And yeah, so that's it for the negative things I have to say about the school. Now, with that being said, I don't think that the school is all bad. You know, there's good things to Hampton as well.
You're fucking lying.
Hold on, let me just think of some good things first, because I really did try to think of good things about Hampton before I filmed this video, but I literally was struggling. The only thing that I really came up with, that there's like a club for everybody. Even if you feel like you don't fit in at Hampton, I bet you there's a club or like organization or something that you can join. There's definitely a sense of community. Even though sometimes it feels like it's divided and like very cliquey, overall, there is a sense of community at Hampton. That's pretty much it, because I can't think of anything else. To wrap up this video, because I've been talking for way too long, do I think that Hampton is a good school? No. To clarify, I don't think that Hampton is by any means a bad school. It has the potential to be good or even great. To me, there are just a lot of characteristics that make up a genuinely good school, and I just don't think that I can put Hampton into that category yet. It takes more than just being historically recognized. Hampton has the potential to be a great school, but right now it's just an okay school. That's my opinion. That is my experience at Hampton University. If you enjoy your time as a student at Hampton University, then I'm actually very happy for you, because I wish that I did. That's just not my experience. I hated college, so if you want to know about why I feel like I need to not be in college anymore, then watch part 1 to this video, which is called Why I'm Dropping Out of College. I don't think there's anything else that I want to say other than, if you're an incoming freshman, good luck, welcome to Hampton, and yeah, you're doomed. Thank you for watching. Bye. Just because the ratio is off does not give you the right to lose your goddamn mind.
Relax.
Well, hello, and if you're finding this message, that means that you're probably the like 2% of people who actually watch my videos all the way to the end. I appreciate you. That being said, I don't want this video to discourage anyone from attending HU if that's the school that they really want to attend. It just wasn't the right school for me. There are positive attributes to this school regardless of what I said in this video. Everyone has the ability to thrive no matter what school that they're at. Also, congrats to the class of 2020. Leave an emoji in the comments for me to let me know how many of you are actually hearing this. Bye.